Good position right now, so I hope we can do it.
All right, let's get back up top for the restart.
Coming down to the line, ready to take green. Final moments, 500. 188 laps complete as they come to the stripe. 12 to go. And it's Wallace, Waltrip, Earnhardt, Urban, Kyle Petty, the top 5. Rick Maston, 6. Joe Ruttman, 7. Sterling Marlin, 8. Derrike Cope, 9. Davey Allison back there in 10th. They wheel down into the first turn.
Ken, I wonder if Rusty Wallace has enough gas to go. I mean, we're told that when he pitted last, there was something like 60 laps to go. And I don't know if he can make that, stretching it a long way, so we'll just see. But he's got more than gas to contend with right now.
Here comes the man in black, Earnhardt to the inside. Trying to win the race he's never won. 48 Winston Cup victories. But the Daytona 500s elude him. He's won everything else here. The 400 in July.
Whoa,
one car in the wall. Wallace slams the wall on the outside. Another car breaking loose. Derrike Cope spinning to the line.
And Darrell Waltrip in the pits.
Darrell Waltrip in trouble.
Derrike Cope.
4 more cars right here at the start finish line. Blowing tires. Caution is out.
Hut Stricklin and Harry Gant getting locked in together there. Well, that was one of those calamity corner efforts again, coming off the corner there.
Harry Gant's car, badly torn up.
Ooh, going up.
That's Hut Stricklin's number 12, all torn up.
Very badly torn up.
Both ends of this Buick.
7 cars involved. And look at Waltrip's car, the 17 in the backstretch. Stevie Waltrip, concerned. They made such a run, you could see him coming right up the middle. Darrell Waltrip has been snake bit again by Daytona.
That same corner, the one that he just hates more than any other corner in racing, the same one got him again. Rusty Wallace appeared to start that off, but I think he got nudged into the wall by that clutch of cars as they came round 4. Obviously, as he had said, 13 laps to go. This was all getting pretty desperate.
He's a little hot right now. He crawls into the ambulance for the mandatory checkup. He looked at his race car first to be sure that it would not be able to continue.
Stevie Waltrip looking down to see when the 17's coming in. It won't be long. He's dropped to the bottom. He's on the apron.
When it
Pace
comes
car
in,
waiting for him to bring him down pit road.
When it comes in, it won't be going anywhere. All cars coming in. Pace car leading the entire field onto pit lane.
Because there's so much debris down here in the main straightaway.
Exactly.
There's pieces and parts from the start-finish line, and so both pace cars,
they're going to stop in pit lane,
are bringing the field in.
No, they can't stop because or at least the flagman has the cross flags out, so they can't stop in the pits this time around. If they do, they'll be penalized. Of course, Waltrip might not have any choice. The penalty is if you come in and make a pit stop when the cross flags are out, the red flag with the cross on it is that you would go to the far end of the field, and he's going to probably go back there anyway.
When that restart came about, you saw the 17. It looked like Waltrip was really ready to bust out. He moved right to the middle of the track, under the lap cars. Here's Mike Joy.
Ken, they're worried about the oil cooler inside that left front fender, which is now all torn away, and making sure that that isn't damaged. Darrell said he did smell a bit of oil smoke, and he's worried they might have hurt the cooler. It is hurt. You can see the tire has been bent up against it by the force of the sheet metal being slammed backward. That's Doug Rickert trying to shear away sheet metal. Jeff Hammond is assessing the damage. If it's leaking, they still might be able to finish the race. Here's Dave.
This race will come down to a restart that will decide it all. Remember this, the 3rd place car, Kyle Petty, short of gear. Now, that shouldn't be a problem. He's not going to have to stop, but the key to this whole race is going to be who can come up off the corner. Remember that all week, that has been a big problem for the number 4 car of Ernie Irvan. Don't be surprised if Dale Earnhardt wins this thing yet.
So now Earnhardt is 1st, Ernie Irvan is 2nd, Kyle Petty is 3rd, Joe Ruttman is 4th. There's Hut Stricklin's number 12. We saw him trying to drive it around, thrashing that car that is torn front and back. And they're now trying to get him out of that Bobby Allison car. As you watch these replays.
There we see Rusty Wallace really seemed to be all on his own when he set We'll have to have a look at that again, I'm afraid.
The radio is saying he feels he was tagged by Kyle Petty. We will need to look again.
We need to go back a little bit further than that to see what happened. What happened, Cope, is he did
Derrike
the
Cope's car.
spun up onto the
Stricklin car.
And then that Harry Gant had nowhere to go, and he ran into Stricklin.
Bounced him down to the inside.
Okay, here we are. There's Kyle Petty down on the inside, the green car.
Yep.
He might have touched Rusty and
just
got him
tagged
around.
the front, didn't he?
Yep.
Took the nose.
And he slams hard down to the inside.
Rusty Wallace owns, what, about 24% of that car, and Don Miller, and the majority owner is Roger Penske, but Rusty has a piece of it.
Driver's eye view of the whole ghastly schmozzle as it takes place in front of him.
Rusty Wallace walked to the ambulance, going in for a checkup. Let's look again from this high angle.
That's the three cars there, just at the behind the lead car, which is Dale Earnhardt.
There's Kyle down on the inside. And there he does just slip up into maybe touching Rusty just a little bit. And Rusty's car goes out of control, collects Waltrip down on the inside. Then we see the red car of Derrike Cope spinning around in the middle of the pack, and then he's going to spin back out in front of the track.
Let's look at it here.
Ernie Irvin in the yellow car. Yep, he's definitely leaning on the front of that car of Rusty Wallace.
Yep, he did clip him. Just enough.
Lucky is Rick Mast, unlucky Waltrip.
And unlucky there again, the back of his car coming off the floor there.
One of the unluckiest right there. It's mandatory. They must take them to the field hospital after they get a piece of the wall here. With the caution, Earnhardt may be in shape to finally win this 500. We'll be back at Daytona for the finish. 191 laps are now.